Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, and finally we have the debut of Solo Leveling Arise, a game that I have been waiting for forever because this is a game that I actually read the manhwa. I've actually watched the anime, and if you guys haven't watched the anime to this game, you really should. It's pretty damn awesome, and the manhwa is actually even better, but I wanted to run through the UI of this game because it's actually really cool. Now, right now, the game is only released in Canada and Thailand, I do believe. I actually used a VPN and was actually able to get into the game using their Netmarble launcher. This is a Netmarble game, and this, guys, my initial impressions so far, I've been playing for about 4 hours, is it's pretty damn sick. It's a pretty awesome game, but I want to run through the UI with you guys. So the game is pretty self-explanatory as far as like everything that you need to do. When you click on this here is like showing the levels of good old Shenwu, right? This is the main character of the game, and it's really cool what they've done with this, because the way the game works is you'll gradually level this character up, but you're leveling up all the other characters a little bit differently, right? You can only go so far with him as you progress through the game, and it's really cool because in solo leveling anime and manhwa, he's just gradually getting stronger and stronger and stronger, and the game pretty much promotes the same thing. So Assassin is the weakest level, Night Lord's going to be a little bit stronger, then Necromancer is getting stronger, and so on. So that's actually really cool that they do that. That's awesome, right? And then when you click on this little guy right here, this is actually just your rankings, and you see you'll be able to get some good rewards. This is the currency that you actually use for your pulls. There's nothing right here, so we can't really talk about that right now. And then we click on this guy, and this is your summons, right? This is your main summons. This is your cheaper summons, I guess. And SSR is the strongest characters in the game, and they do have different types of characters. I'll get into that in another video. And man, she looks amazing. He looks badass, and they actually allow you to put certain characters in here. Now, I'm not really sure what characters are the best. All I know is that you can actually click on this here, guys. You actually will put whatever, any one of these as your rate up list, and you actually can hit recommended, and it shows you who they recommend the most. So that's actually kind of what I went with. I just put these four in here and just went with that. I'm not really sure if they're the best or not, but that's what I went with. And after your 80 pulls, you'll get an SSR guaranteed. I've already done 50 pulls so far, and I'm completely free to play so far in this game. It's phenomenal. I'll talk more about the summons in another video, but so far so good. Then you have the shop where you can buy, all your materials. You can buy more gems for your pulls up here. You can buy more diamonds. You can buy more gold, and so on and so on. Right, guys? It's a lot of same old typical stuff where you have your passes and those kinds of things. If you buy this, you'll start collecting these. These are actually summons for that banner I just showed you guys. I'm actually thinking about queuing this up because I do want to support the game. I do feel that this is a game that I could play for a long time. And they do have different packs in here. I mean, so you can really collect a lot if you're willing to spend a little moolah. I personally don't plan on going crazy myself, but a little bit just to support the game, guys. And then you have the special here, which is just more packs and so on, right? We're not going through all of these, but just there's all kinds of things you can buy. This is pretty normal in any game. This is actually really cool. It's kind of like a dispatch mission in a way, where after so much time you're going to get these materials for your pulls, you're going to get weapon enhancers, you're going to be able to get gold, and you're going to be able to get experience to level up your account. That is phenomenal, right? So after so much time, you can hit claim, and you can actually collect these rewards and start moving up the ladder, which is awesome. And when you click on this little guy right here, this is just what you need to do. This is your dailies every day. You guys can see that they give experience on the first two, and then a weapon enhancement there. But then you start getting materials, experience. You start getting more materials and experience. And then the last one, again, some sweet materials. And this is your dailies, guys. And then right here is your weeklies. So really cool that they have daily and weeklies in here. I'm really happy to see that. This is your mailbox. Obviously, there's nothing in my mailbox right now, so we don't need to keep it on here. Okay, and then this here just kind of leads you anywhere you need to go in the game. So you can look at here to see your progression as far as what your level is actually at. You can click on this, look at your game modes. Click on this to adjust Shenwu or Jinwu, right? Which is awesome, guys. You'll have weapons and characters in the same banner, which is actually pretty cool. They have a nice little build system in here, which I think is phenomenal. And something that I really think is cool about what they did with Jinwu, again, compared to the anime, is that this little icon right here, you can level up all these little things in here, right? Strength, vitality, agility, intelligence, and perception. And perception is enhance your perception stat to increase your precision. As your precision increases, your minimum damage dealt to enemies increases. So you're essentially increasing damage by leveling that one up and leveling attack up, and then obviously critical rate and critical damage. I'll get into that more, but you can actually reset that, which is pretty damn cool, right? And they have a lot of little gimmicks in here as well, but I like this. Jinwoo is the only character that actually does this. The rest of the characters, whenever you click on them, if you go into Hunters and you look at the Hunters, you level them up a different way. And I think that's completely appropriate because Jinwoo is levels up differently in the anime than any of these other characters, right? He just gets stronger and stronger and stronger. So this is really, really cool. You guys can see all the characters in here. I'm getting ready to level this girl up right here because, well, I just like Dollface. What can I say? That's just what I'm going to call her, guys. My little nickname for her. But then you can level your weapons, you have artifacts. This is things that you equip to your character. You have your draws, you have your shop, challenges. And the thing that I really like about the game is that it's real self-explanatory. Like whenever you start playing it, all you really got to do is just focus on the story mode and focus on here. This little icon that shines up, click on that guy, and then you'll click on move here, and you'll start working your way up. And every chapter that you clear, you're going to get 10 of these summons. This is phenomenal, guys. I mean, you're going to get a lot of summons, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100, 110, like 120 summons on top of the 50 summons that I've already done. I haven't used any of these gems at all for any of my pulls, just these tickets, which is phenomenal. So far the game's been very, very free to play. It's starting off really, really wonderful and doing really awesome. It's also controller compatible. You can also, let me click on this here and go into the settings, and it only goes up to 60 FPS, which is kind of a bummer. I wish it went up to 120, but it is what it is, right? It's a mobile game, it's kind of the thing, right? You can adjust all this good stuff, the sound and the language settings, guys, which is pretty cool. They got a few options in here. You have your control settings, right? I'm going to turn that camera sensitivity up a little bit because it's a little slow for my cup of tea. Game settings, and then your account settings, right? I got my email connected and my Google connected. But if we come over to here, right, you got your shop right here. You can actually walk around. You'll sometimes see people with little yellow icons. You want to click on them because you can actually get a little extra currency for them. You got your draws over here, so you can go to these areas in different ways. You can click up here, you can click down here, you can click on here, maybe find what you're looking for in here. I mean, there's all kinds of different ways to find what you're actually looking for. You have management where you can fuse and craft. It's where you actually make materials, which is pretty cool. And then you have the information desk, which I really don't want to get into too much at all. But anytime you see these red dots, you want to click on it, see what they need you to do, and go ahead and queue it up, which is pretty wild. But I just like how straightforward it is. It just lets you know what you need to do. Evidently, these dungeon breaks, this here, it takes you this here. This is actually where you can actually farm for certain materials. But evidently, then dungeon breaks actually show up here, and you click on it. And that's what I like about it, guys. You just click on here, you jump in here, you hit move. It takes you straight to where you need to go. You just farm the story mode, you farm the challenges, and you're going to be pretty much good to go as far as getting it done. But if you guys are curious about playing this game and you already have a Netmarble launcher, all you gotta do is use like TunnelBear VPN or a different VPN, and then log into Netmarble launcher afterwards, and you can actually play Solo Leveling, the Canadian version. But it will officially release globally on May 8th, so if you just want to wait till then, that's fine. You can go ahead and do that. I just kind of want to get a head start and have a little fun with it. But man, it's a pretty damn fun game, guys. Like aesthetically wise, it's a beautiful game. You can take a look at the characters. They look just like they do in the anime and the manhwa. Their personalities, the voice acting's wonderful. There's a lot of comic book scenes in the game that looks just like the manhwa. They literally took pictures out of the manhwa and put them into this game. There's some things they skip over a little bit. They kind of rush the story a little bit more than obviously what they do in the manhwa or even the anime, but you still get quite the gist of what's going on. You still understand everything that is happening, and it's really quality, guys. I would really advise watching it and reading this story because it's actually very, very good, especially if you haven't read the manhwa or watched the anime. And if you click on this little guy right here, this also will take you to the story and all kinds of places where you can farm for materials, get things done. They got a lot of fun little game modes in the game. I'm still working on unlocking quite a bit of it before I actually start talking about it. But man, I'm loving it, guys. Like seriously, I'm very addicted to this game. It's super, super fun. The combat is crisp and smooth. You can switch your characters as much as you want. And again, I'll talk about all that in another separate video, but so far, so good, guys. I'm really, really loving this game. I'm having a great time with it. It's really, really smooth and fun, gorgeous, and I think you guys are really going to enjoy it. There's a lot of cool ultimates in the game, a lot of wonderful animations, and again, the combat is crisp and clean. It's very, very sharp. The dodge feels really sharp, and I'm really enjoying it, man. I think it's pretty awesome. So all in all, as you guys can tell, I'm super, super happy. The music, the aesthetics, the animations, the graphics, all of it is awesome, guys. Netmarble done an amazing job. They represented the source material, I think, very, very well in this game, better than a lot of games have, and I think it's pretty spectacular, guys. So let me know what you'd like to see next as far as Solo Leveling Arise is concerned, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching, and I do stream on Twitch and YouTube. The link to Twitch is in the description below, and y'all take care and have a good one. See everybody. Take care.